Hello, everybody. Happy Friday and long Labor Day weekend. I'm kicking it off wearing my Ohio State t-shirt representing because that was a great win last night and a kickoff to the great season. But let's look at days on the market. I haven't looked at it in a while, and it's a great indicator of what's going on in the market. And what they call it is cumulative days on the market. So I'm looking at that for Hilton Head Island. Let's take a look here. So the number that you'll see often quoted is these numbers. I'm starting here in 2018 and moving up to 2019, 20, and 21. And the total here says 126 days on the market, 127, 118, and 48. So the big, obviously, overview point of view is that days on the market has been cut in half from, the 120s to 48. That's not the real story, because if you look over here, week 1, 2, 3, and 4, it changes. So you can see on average, properties sell in the first week between 3 and 4 days. And then properties that are stigmatized or have issues stay on for a long time, 180, 178, 189, and even 126 in the current years, in the current 2021. Really want to look at is if you unpack that, you'll see that the percentage of sales in those weeks has changed dramatically. And what I mean by that is back in 2018, only 16% of the houses sold in the first week. 2020, 24%. And then in 2021, 47%. So almost half the houses were being sold in the first week. That's a huge increase, right? And that's 2 and 3 times what we've seen in the past. So things are really moving in that first week. And, that's an average days on the market of 3 days, maybe 3.5 days. And so if you're not ready to buy, if you're not ready with your financing, boom, it's gone. So take a look at what's happening in 2021. You'll see in 2021 that on a monthly basis, January through August, the number of houses sold in the first week, 39%, then it increased to 40%, 47%. It hit a high of 56% in May. And I could honestly say, I feel like that was kind of the top of the market. And now you're seeing how things are beginning to decline a little. They're still way above what they've been in the past, but they're beginning to decline. And I'm not saying the market's normalizing by any stretch. It is slowing a bit, right, which is good. Now, the average days on market during January in week 1 was 3.2. It dropped to 2.8, 2.7, 2.9. Then it climbed a little bit when the volume increased. And now it's kind of holding 3.5%, which is a little bit more normal. But still, you're seeing a huge number of the properties being sold in that first week. And if it's not selling in that first week, you got to ask yourself why. Usually there's a pricing issue, or maybe first 2 weeks, there's something you got to think about. So overall, if you look at the key findings for days on the market, you see that the overall days, as I said, have gone from basically half or more than half of what they were in the past, from 126 to 48. And the biggest difference being in the first week, going from 16% sold in the first week to 47%. And then 2021, that high of 56% selling in the first week was a huge change. And now you're getting down to a little bit lower than 44% in August. So net, if you're buying, you got to make sure your financing is ready. And if you're selling, if your property's not selling in the first 2 weeks, you got to ask yourself why, and is it priced correctly? So everybody have a great and safe holiday weekend. And if you got any questions or any thoughts about this, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you want to set up an appointment with me, go to GaryGroupHHI.com and you can set up a home consultation. You can set up a virtual tour. You can have a gated tour. 70% of the homes here on Hilton Head are in gated communities, and only realtors can get into those. So if you want a tour, don't hesitate to reach out.